Hey guys, welcome back to Recipes with Ryan. Today we're going to be making some brownies, and I love brownies, and these are some really nice ones that have lots of good ingredients, good stuff. They're great. So before you start, preheat the oven to 180 degrees and grease a deep 23 by 23 centimeters baking pan. And what you're going to need is 250 grams of 70% chocolate, 250 grams of unsalted butter, 300 grams of golden caster sugar, 3 eggs and 1 extra egg yolk beaten, 60 grams of plain flour, baking powder, salt, 60 grams of cocoa powder, and if you want you can add nuts, and if you want to do that you can have about 100 grams of those. First you're gonna get 50 grams of the chocolate and chop it up into little chunks, sort of not too big, not too small, just the size that you'd want to have chunks in your brownies of. Next, heat a pan of water until it simmers, and then when it's started to simmer and steam a lot, get a bowl and put it on top and break up the rest of your 200 grams of chocolate and just leave it and stir it every once in a while. This is a good method for melting chocolate because it helps it to not burn and melt really smoothly, and if you put it in the microwave there's a good chance it will burn. So I'd always recommend this if you have the time. And it's not too slow either, you just have to wait for the water to start simmering. So once it's all smoothly melted, just turn the heat off and leave it to cool for a bit. While you're waiting for the chocolate to melt, it's a good time to beat the butter and sugar together. So just pour them in. And just mix until they're light and fluffy. Don't forget to stop every now and then to scrape down the sides so it's mixed evenly. So once it's nice and fluffy, then you can start gradually adding in the eggs. And just add them very slowly and mix them in a little at a time. Now, after it's sort of all incorporated, you're going to put the mixture up to a high speed and keep mixing for 5 minutes. I would really recommend using a standing mixer for this, because otherwise your arm's going to get really tired really quick. Unfortunately I don't have a standing mixer, so I'm just going to have to make do. If you're using a whisk, I feel really, really bad for you. I'm sorry. So what that's done is just incorporate tons of air into the mixture. So hopefully while you were mixing you should have seen it puff up and become super, super silky. So if your mixture looks like that and it's sort of really voluminous and like shiny, then that's about right. And then you can put that aside and get another bowl. Now you need to sift in the flour. Half a teaspoon of baking powder. A pinch of salt. And the cocoa powder. Then grab a wooden spoon and stir that all together really thoroughly. The mixture should have a sort of uniform light brown colour, like some really nasty sandy soil that isn't very good for growing many things and, you know, no one likes. Yeah, well, you can grow some. I'm not going to judge sandy soil. Now we're going to bring all those previous steps together. We're going to get the bowl with the butter and sugar and egg mixture, the bowl with the dry ingredients, the chocolate and the chocolate chips. And first off you're going to tip in the chocolate chips and the melted chocolate. And then get a metal spoon. It has to be metal because it's got the sharp edge, and if you use a wooden one then it's not going to get as much air into it. And just fold that round until it's evenly mixed. Then tip in the dry ingredients and fold those in as well. So there we go. Everything's nice and mixed together, and now we're going to bake it. So scrape all that mixture into your prepared tray and then smooth it out so it's all level in the tray. Then put that in the middle shelf of the oven for half an hour. A couple of minutes before the brownies are out of the oven, you're going to get a larger baking tray than the one you're using and fill it up with water. and then put some ice cubes in that. And what that's going to do is when you take the brownies out, it's going to cool them down nice and quick so they don't go soggy. And stick it into the brownies right in the middle. And if it comes out with mixture on it, then you've got to put them in for another 3 minutes and then test again. And mine's come out with mixture on it, so I'm going to put it back in. So I'm going to test these again. And there's still mixture on the skewer, so I'm going to put them in for another 3 minutes. So now I'm testing them again. And now the skewers come out with no mixture on. So I'm going to take them out of the oven and put them in the ice bath. So that should cool it down nice and quickly so it's not soggy and it'll harden nicely and cook quite easily. Okay, so after an hour, you're going to take these out of the tray, holding them by the paper, and unwrap them, and then cut them into squares using a bread knife. And look at how it cuts so cleanly, and that's because of the ice bath. As you can see, I've had a bit of an incident with the ice bath. Spilt it all over the table and all over the floor. But you know what? Accidents happen. These are cut quite small, but you can basically cut them any size you want, like it won't make a difference. And they might fall apart a little bit if you cut them too small, so try not to, because obviously you want them to be whole and intact. And you know, bits fall off, you can just Here are the finished brownies. They're looking quite nice, and I'm going to admit I ate a couple and they taste really good, so I definitely recommend this recipe. It's from the Felicity Cloak Perfect Book Cookbook, and yeah, these are some really good brownies. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Click the notification bell if you want to see any more of my videos, and comment if there's anything you want me to change or if there's anything you want to tell me. And yeah, thanks so much for watching, and bye!